Beans! Beans! Oh, hang on a minute. Would help if I actually moved the microphone to my face. There we go. Hello humans, I'm the Alien Doctor, but you can call me Alien, and welcome back to another live stream here on Truly Bedrock. How is everybody doing today? I don't know why I'm talking like that, but I am. Let's see. Who have we got in the chat? Congratulations to Ron for being the very first person. We also have the Leechim trying to do UFO. Mitchie, what an unscheduled alien stream. Good heavens. I know, they don't happen very often. But occasionally they do. Welcome on in. Val, good to see you. How are you doing? Hive, welcome on in as well. Ron, have you been recording? I have actually. But, well, not like literally just now, but earlier today I have been recording. So maybe that's why. Maybe. Starla Rose, welcome on in. How's it going? So many people. Well, let's be honest, mate. Scheduled alien streams don't happen that often. Okay, you may be correct. You might be right. You know, scheduled alien streams, they don't happen that often either. It is true. I'm gonna be honest, like, I was expecting to have so much time this August, and that has just not been the case. Like, for good things, you know, at least it's not like stuff that I didn't want to have to be doing, but I have had so many unexpected like freelance jobs come up that, like, obviously you know, they've been good ones, so I've wanted to take them. That it's just meant I've had like no time for streaming and no time for video making, which is a shame because I really want to do those things as well. But we're here now, and I've not really got anything on that I can think of for the rest of the month, which I appreciate isn't much time. I mean, we've got a week. So I want to bang out at least one more Truly Bedrock episode. I believe it's been announced, like all the dates and stuff for this season ending and the next one starting. I think we decided to take a not very secretive approach about it and just sort of announce it. But I can't remember, so I'm going to double check the meeting notes. Also, because I can't remember which days they're on. But yeah, no, we have an end date for this season, and it is rapidly approaching. It's less than a month, in fact. And we also have a start date for the next season. I don't think we have a specific end date. We just have a group recording planned. For like a final thing. So I don't know, actually. Interesting. Maybe that should be talked about next meeting. But yeah, the season 8 is going to start on September the 19th. Many members will be streaming that as well. I probably won't be streaming it. I'll be there, I think, unless something comes up. But so far, it's looking very unlikely that it's going to come up. So yeah, I'll be there and I'll be recording. And I'll be in other people's streams, no doubt. But I myself won't be streaming it, just because for the day one stuff, I like to record it instead. Crazy cool, Cam. How you doing? Welcome on in. So yeah, that's my plan for season 8 is, or for the opening at least, is to record that. I know I like stream and record at the same time for the Legends start dates or launch days, but that's kind of different because with Legends, as I am well aware, you can die and then lose it all and then you have nothing. So that's why I stream those. And I have mentioned it in my Discord, but in case, I think, actually, did I mention it in my Discord? I might not have. I might not have mentioned this. I recorded loads of stuff on Legends. I probably had about 3 or maybe even 4 at a push episodes worth of video recorded from the Legends launch day alone, from the 7 hours I was there. My recording's messed up and it's going to be a big, massive pain to fix them. So I'm probably not going to make any Legends Season 4 videos, which is a shame. In fact, whilst I'm here, properties, let me actually fix the issue. That would be a smart thing to do, wouldn't it? Is to actually fix the issue. Not that it really matters for what I'm doing today, but you know. It feels like... Why is that one not working? This guy still streams? I don't know. I don't know. In fact, I can't. It's not letting me. The UI. Hang on. I know I'm still on this screen, by the way. That is on purpose. What audio was messed up? Oh, I see. Yeah, it was just my microphone. There wasn't the game or anything else. All right, let me switch to... Hang on. Hang on a minute. Let me switch to this. Right now, it's just a VTuber chatting. Not sure when the stream will stop. That's true. That's true. I had some stuff to say. I had some announcements, sort of. Announcements in the sense that I haven't announced them. There we go. What it was is, I think my recordings from Legends were missing the voice chat, which is sort of fixable, but also It's hard. Anyways. Streaking aliens are frightening. They are indeed. Anyway, we are here on Truly Bedrock Season 7. I almost said Season 4 then. I don't know why. I wasn't even on Season 4. I said when I was recording yesterday, I accidentally said Season 6 instead of Season 7. So it's all just going wrong, apparently. I don't know what season I'm on at all. But yeah, we've got some stuff to do. We've got a gold farm, so I thought, a gold farm to build, so I thought, why not start up the old stream and we'll have a hangout and chat whilst I build this gold farm. So yeah, that is exactly what we're doing right here, right now. That is what this is. What's it here? Sand and a bit of gravel, but mostly sand. They can stay there. Right, let's put those here. Have you noticed? In fact, there's a couple of things that have changed since the last time I streamed. I don't think I had these emotes last time. And if I did, I probably didn't have a chance to talk about them. But as you may or may not have seen in the bottom right corner, I've got some new emotes, courtesy of the amazing Dark Knight Fury. So that's a thing. That is a thing. Can I make them bigger? Of course I can. Look at those emotes. They're so cute. And you can use these emotes if you're on Twitch. Some of them are available for free. Some of them are available if you do a certain amount of bits or a certain level of Twitch sub. I would make them all free if I could, but I can't. And then, what was I going to say? What's the other thing that's changed? Oh yeah, I've changed my stream music as well. I've got a completely new playlist. Cause, welcome on in. How's it going? Yeah, I've got a completely new stream playlist as well, so we've got new music, because I've been complaining about the old music for far too long now. I figured it was finally time to, you know, actually fix it instead of complaining about it. It is going. How's the life of the alien? It's alright, thanks for asking. Right, let's stop waffling, let's stop bouncing. And let's get this gold farm done. Well, not done, just started. Hopefully done. At some point. In the next couple of days, really, because we're rapidly running out of time. Yeah, I want to at least get this gold farm done. In fact, this is another thing as well. I really wanted to expand my storage system room, but I actually don't think we're going to have time to do that anymore. Which is why I left this wall blank. So I might have to fill in this wall because I just don't think, like, with there just not being that much time left in the season, I don't even think it's worth expanding it and like wasting time expanding it. Like, there's no point. It'll be, you know, I'll have it for like a day. So yeah, I think we just need to do this wall. In fact, there's something else I wanted to do, and I'm going to record this as well. Hi, Gene, welcome on in. How's it going? There's something else I wanted to do as well, but I'm going to record it, so hang on. But before we get started on the gold farm, there's one other thing I wanted to do. At some point off camera, I found an eye armor trim template, and I have duplicated it, so we have 4 of them. Because, of course, if you haven't noticed, I have one giant eye, so it makes sense that I use the eye armor trim. Where is my gear? There it is. In fact, it's been so long, I don't even have, like, the stuff required to do this. There's my spare that I duplicated. I don't even have... It's the smithing table that you need, isn't it? I don't got one. I don't got one. 2 of you. Some of you. YouTube voice activated. You're really just a beholder? What? I don't get it. Eye of the beholder. Something along those lines. And then we need yellow as well. Yellow. Which is ironic, because we're building a gold farm. Okay, so I should just be able to take off my clothes for a second and put them in here. And there we go. We have the eye armor trim on my chest plate, my helmet, my boots, and now my leggings. This is excellent news. There we go. I'm finally on brand. And of course, we've chosen gold because it is the closest thing to yellow. So with this diamond armor, it looks sort of blue and yellow, which is kind of the whole vibe I'm going for. I think that's against TOS. Well, I did get banned from TikTok once, so I can take it. I can take it. All right. Now we can whack all this stuff back. Imagine if that got me age restricted, like when I do the YouTube video. And they're like, nope, you can't say that actually. Like, surely people have said worse that hasn't got them age restricted. Right? Cam's message gets auto-modded. I can't even... I can't even scroll to, like, accept it because my thing's weird. Oh, I can actually. There we go. That's now a permitted term on my channel, which doesn't feel right, but in the context of your message, it was right. So I will, you know. Take off your clothes. Wow, context matters for these streams. Oh yeah, this is Alien. This is evening Alien. You're not used to him. You were used to him in season 6 though. There was a lot of evening Alien streams. I was looking back the other day. Didn't I do? I don't want to get this wrong, so I'm gonna check. But I'm pretty sure I did like over 100 season 6 streams, which for me is like was definitely a record. But I also just look back and I'm like, how did I do that? It doesn't seem possible. Where is it? Truly Bedrock. Before I have done a decent amount this season as well. All things considered. No, I didn't do over 100. Never mind. I did 60. That's half of 100. Maybe that's what I was thinking about. Over half of 100. Season 6 had a ton of late night for you streams. It did. Puggy, welcome on in. How's it going? Been a while since I've seen your name in my chat. You know, that's what I was thinking. It was just over half of 100 streams that I did last season. The thing with my season 6 streams is Tuesdays evenings are a really good time to stream for me because there's not many people. Beans. What? Is that broken? Okay, my shout out might be slightly broken. Yeah, the thing with season 6 is on Tuesday, like I used to have a stream schedule, which was Saturday afternoons and Tuesday evenings. So the Saturday afternoon was fine. That was a little hit and miss. And then Tuesday evenings was like super regular. And I think at one point it dropped down to just the Tuesday evenings because like for a period of time, everybody was out of the house except for me. So it was sort of the perfect time to do an evening stream. And then normally what would happen is I would just go later into the night and just talk quieter, which I'll probably have to do this stream as well. The problem with this stream, with this season, oh my gosh, words are hard. Puggy redeemed hydrate. I shall hydrate. One moment, please. The problem with this season is my university timetable meant that I had to wake up relatively early on Wednesday. So I didn't really want to stay up on Tuesday. Like I didn't want to stay up Tuesday night really late because I was having to wake up Wednesday morning. Whereas in season 6, that wasn't an issue. So yeah, the Tuesday evening streams kind of stopped because I had to sleep, basically. I did do them for a bit, but they were pretty rough because I was just looking at the clock the whole time. Like, I do not want to stay up.
The weather outside
I need my sleep.
That fire is delightful since we've no place to go. Let it snow. No. Let it snow. No. Let it snow. No.
No, it's summer.
Truly outrageous.
Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to convert some white concrete. Normally, I put it on the build first, and then I convert it. However, in this case, some of the build is, you know, overhangs or whatever. And obviously, these are gravity blocks with the powder, so we can't really... We need to convert some of it first. Gio, welcome on in. How's it going? Totally been here the whole time? Of course. Of course. Alien Chaos? Yes. That is, I think that was a relatively last minute emote that I requested Doc make. Like, we had a list and I was like, wait, there's a few more. And one of them was Alien Chaos. And then if you're a sub, there's actually a couple of animated emotes, which I think are pretty cool. Let me send them, hang on. So I don't have loads of emote slots, so some of the emotes I could only do as animated, but honestly, all the ones I could only do as animated, I also think work really well. Alright, that's probably tall enough. Bloop. Wait a minute. I was looking at chat. I've just got a friend request. What? You can't see it because my VTuber is covering it, but I just got an Xbox friend request. It's random. Combi, welcome on in. Redeeming the beans. Beans. You don't need to redeem the beans. It's about to play when you talk. If you talk. You might not be in a talkative mood. That's okay. That's fine. I'm placing blocks. I can't talk. Beans! Well, the evidence says otherwise. How's it going, Combi? Welcome on in. I'm placing white concrete. It's not very exciting. I'll show you, before we start building, I'll show you the gold farm that I'm building. It is sort of my design, but mostly not really. Basically, the bit that I did do myself was everything except the lighting system, which I saw in Slack's tutorial, but I know is just a very common way to light the portals with the block updates and the observers and the lava. I go over it in my video better. But yeah, I don't really know who originally came up with that concept, to be honest. I don't know if anybody here knows. But yeah, I was like, I wasn't sure what people use these days for lighting portals when fire tick is enabled. So I was like, Slack, you have a tutorial, let me watch it. That's not what I was like. I just watched the tutorial. I did not ask him for permission. And I didn't even finish watching it. I saw how he was lighting the portal and was like, this is good enough for me. I will do the rest. So I came up with a kill chamber and sort of a system to break the portal, but I also know that the concepts... This is the problem with like gold farms on Bedrock. Like, the best has already been done and it's so widely known that like the concepts are the same, it's just how you're placing the blocks that are different, if that makes sense, which isn't really necessarily a problem. And like, I try not to watch loads of other people so that I can come up with original ideas, but like sometimes it's hard. There's a lot of cool people out there. Kick on, welcome on in. I will say, though, I don't really watch anybody outside of TB anymore, so... Or Farlands. TB and Farlands, of course. Although recently I've barely watched it either, because I've been too busy. And I've not been at the computer to watch it. Doing well, just saying hi before going back to the grind. Fair enough. Kirgon, welcome on in. How's it going? Copy, Kirgon. Oh yeah, Kirgon died. Welcome to the club. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for your loss. I just realized I meant to build this near my beacon, but I don't even think I have a beacon. Although, honestly, does it even do... Can you insta-mine this? I can't remember. Whatever, it's fine. We'll do it this way. I don't need no beacon. I better get out of here. It might be contagious. Nah, mine happened long enough ago. It's past now. Kirgon, on the other hand. But yeah, that was very sad. At first, because it was a Vindicator, I thought you died in a raid, and I was like, one of us. And then I saw it was a mansion and was like, well, that's, like, not as exciting, honestly. I would argue, well, it depends. If you were doing, like, an authentic raid where you didn't have a platform, so not what we did, then I think a regular raid is probably harder than a mansion. Maybe? I don't know, actually. There's so many Vindicators and Evokers in mansions that do spawn Vexes. So maybe your mansion is harder. I don't know. Raid light. Exactly. Combi, you do not do enough dangers to worry about that. True. Yeah, see, this is the thing with me and Kirgon. We like to have fun. Live life on the edge. Vindicators hit hard. They do. They are actually OP. I would go as far to say. I don't think they should be nerfed or anything, don't get me wrong. But the amount of hardness that they are seems unnecessary. I keep falling off this and it's really annoying. I'm missing the danger, feeling a bit inauthentic with this building and no crazy. Well, someone's gotta hold it down on the builds. Right. What did I just say about falling off? It's because I'm trying to look at chat at the same time. So really, it's actually all your guys' fault. Why I'm falling off? Because I'm just trying to read your messages. Hashtag blame chat. All right, how much... I can't even remember how much powder we placed down. I'm sure it'll be enough. Sounds like a skill issue. No. I only have one moist eye, okay? I've got to... There's only so much area it can cover at the same time. It can't read chat and look at the game. Come on now. I know it's big, but it's not that big. There we go. Suck up all of these blocks. That should be enough to at least get started. Right, let me show you this gold farm. Oops, that's sayings. Let me show you this gold farm. You'll see it more in the video. There'll be a better explanation in the video. Where is it? Aliens testing world. It's been a while. Also, the other thing with the build that I'm doing for it, I am going to entirely freehand it. So if it goes wrong, I don't know what I'll do. Oh yeah, and then I also, this is a top tip if you're building from screenshots. I started placing signs so I know the dimensions of everything. So I know that the inside, as in the bit where there's water, is 3 long this way and 14 long this way. And then I didn't do the portals because I know they're 23 by 23. That is just the thing that I know. But anyway, in fact, this is also... Hey, Longhorn, how's it going? This is also a little bit different to what I'm actually going to build on the server, but it's close enough. We have 4 portals. The only, like, main difference is, like, it will be split off, like here probably. And then we'll have another Trident Killer this side. So 2 portals will each have their own Trident Killer. These 2, this one, and then these 2. This one is the plan anyway. Although, when I was testing it, like... Hang on, let me just turn it on. And actually... Oh, jeez. I've not turned on the Trident Killer. The Trident Killer has no tridents in. Okay, this is an issue. Let's just turn these off. Hang on a minute. Did I leave it on? It doesn't look like I did. Hang on. /kill at E type equal. If that hits zombie, piglin, or pigman, radius equal 10. Although I doubt there's any others. Boom. This will all be explained. Yeah, so as I was saying, because this is using impaling 5 tridents, it's actually just insta-kill. Like if I turn this on, That guy dies instantly. So it could probably keep up with just this trident killer instead. But I'm going to add one the other side as well, just in case. But anyway, let me turn it on and then you will see for yourselves. So yeah, it's pretty standard. It's just using this thingy to light the portals. And then to break them, it's just got some powdered snow on a little clock here. Just doing its thing. And then they're all falling into the trapdoor trident killers, where they are then getting insta-killed thanks to the impaling trident. And then because there's going to be 2, all of the drops and XP are getting funneled in the middle, where they're going to fall. And the reason they're going to fall, you know what? I should turn off mob drops. Although this is good to see like how much we're getting. Good to know. Do mob loot false. That might be an issue. Yeah, the reason we're funneling them to the middle is, first of all, as I said, we're going to have another trident killer this side. But the other thing is, I want this to be a tower. And so I want it to go like, at the bottom, it will be like some rectangle. And then it'll be straight in the middle, and then a rectangle on top, if that makes sense. Like, I have a specific design for the way, or idea, for the way I want the building around the farm to look. And so I needed all of the drops basically to be in the middle, so that it would work. Or not all of the drops, all of the, like, I just needed to, I couldn't have it on the sides. I needed it to go inwards. There we go. The other thing is, although it's extremely rare, is sometimes, like, honestly, I've barely been able to replicate it, like, authentically. But occasionally, the babies will fall through the minecarts if they're all full, which, because it's got Impaling 5, it's very rare that they are all full. But as I say, occasionally it can happen. If that does happen, then the plan is that they will just drop to their death. So that's the other reason why there'll be a bit of a drop. So yeah, all the items will just drop from here into a hopper and stuff. But yeah, that's the plan. Anyway, this is the farm. Pretty simple. It's not groundbreaking or anything. But it works. It fits my requirements of like specific dimensions and that sort of thing. So I can't really ask for anything more. They're not zombie pigmen anymore. They're zombie piglins. I'm guessing that's just from, like, when they updated, because obviously the pigmen became piglins. GG, welcome on in. Hey, you may not know me, but I've been a fan of yours for a long time. Oh my gosh, GG, I have never met you before. Who are you? Thank you for being such a long-term fan that I have never interacted with once. Also, I'm getting some, I might restart, because I think I'm getting screen tearing. I don't like screen tearing. Give me a moment, please. Let me go to this scene. Yeah, something janky's going on. Hang on a minute. I thought I was earlier, but I definitely was in my testing world. Boop, boop, boop. And I think I know why. Minecraft. Nope, that's Minecraft Dungeons. Don't even have Minecraft Dungeons installed. Screen tearing is a fancy word. Phipps, welcome on in. How's it going? Wait, hang on. Phipps is supposed to have... Oh, he did have an auto shout out. There we go. Boom. Professional. It was only on YouTube, though. The Twitch one has been queued. I don't know why it's not going, honestly. No. I don't know. Oh, I don't... yeah, I also don't know why I was getting screen tearing. The thing that I thought was broken wasn't. Bird, welcome on in. Because of GG's. Yeah, that's what it will be. Although it says it's not even in the queue, so like... I don't know. It's fine, I take it personally. Wow. See how it is. I see how it is. Oh, actually, maybe I was looking in the wrong queue. That's why. Shout out. Wait, no, there's nothing pending in shout out. Yeah, no, it should have gone, but it didn't. Bedrock Legends. If you had a mustache, then it wouldn't be so personal. Thanks for shout out. Did it work? I don't know. I don't know. Follow Phipps. Or don't. I'm not in control of you. Let me do a manual one, because I'm curious if that's broken. I did update StreamerBot today. Okay, there you go. Bert did it. Yeah, I did update StreamerBot today, so I don't know if that's at all related. There is a chance that it is. Who knows? I opened everything ready to stream and was like, there's an update. Let's do it. I didn't update OBS. I thought updating OBS was risky, but updating StreamerBot, normally that's safe. Beat you to it. Oh man. Oh man. What am I gonna do? No updates. Oh, Winge, welcome on in. How's it going? No updates ever again. I'm not... You know what? There's this whole thing where people put off updates. I can't think of... In fact, no, I can think of one thing where I put off updates, but that's different. Other than that one thing where I have put off updates, I don't put off updates, and I very rarely have an update-related issue. I think this is my theory that I have come up with in the last 10 seconds. Where people, because they put off doing the updates, they then do one update that is actually lots of updates, you know, because they've all built up over time. And I think when you do one big update that's like multiple updates combined into one, I think that's when stuff's more likely to break, because it's like a massive update changes sort of bunched together instead of one, if that makes sense. Updating any tech is risky unless you have a bug that you're trying to fix. What do you people? What do you mean you people? I don't know, just people. People that don't update stuff. Not like the chat specifically, unless you're one of them, in which case, you. You know who you are. Yeah, I don't know. Like, there's always this thing where like, oh no, OBS is updated, I'm not going to update, and I'm going to wait like 5 versions until I update to the newest one. But then by the time you've done that, so much has changed and been updated that it just breaks anyway. Like, you're better off just doing the updates, I think. But also, I know people just seem to have incredibly bad luck. And I didn't used to believe this until I met, like, Jen and Jade in particular. Like, some people just have bad luck, honestly, with, like, computer-related stuff. I didn't think it was possible, but it turns out it is. So. I put off updates by 72 hours or so because there has been updates that break things and I'd rather other people beta test the new and improved. Well, no, that does make sense. That is fair. I've done that before, but also, like, certain stuff. Like with StreamerBot, for example, just because that's what I updated today. I'm in their Discord, so they ping every time they do an update. I know with this latest update, they had to do like 4 different hotfixes on the same day. Like, it didn't matter because I was on holiday on a beach, so I was just getting these StreamerBot updates like, this really doesn't affect me at all. But it was, yeah. I was like, good job I didn't update. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Don't say it. 8, 9, 10. Okay, so that would be potentially too tall. Because there needs to be like a downstairs building where the storage system is. That, like, honestly might be too big. Oh, the other thing I actually need to not forget about is spawning spheres. Because we are having the drop. Let's go like maybe 7 or 8. Not saying it, just doing the motion. That doesn't count. Gonna say good night. Have a great stream, dude. Good to hear from you, Phipps. Hope you're good, and hopefully we'll talk soon. Hope you have a great rest of your night. All right, so if this is 10, 9, 8, 7. What are we thinking? This is enough. Like, if the ceiling's here, That's plenty of room to have a storage system, isn't it? The problem is it's a gold farm. So like there's a lot of like, well, it's going to be a fairly big room. Okay, we'll say that then. So that's how tall the building at the bottom is going to be. So let's add a marker onto that so that I know. And then we need to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we need to go an amount up. I can't remember how many blocks it was that I needed to do. I think it was like 23 or more for the piglins to die from the drop. So we'll just go... Let me look at the spawning spheres. Hang on. Does Hatter's Pack work with armor stands? Like, it does, doesn't it? It's with planks. It's been a while since I've used it. Let's get this. Let's get this. And let's get this. There we go. And then let's get this. And then let's get this. All of the getting. There we go. That's exactly what I wanted. Okay, so if we go up... I think it's 28. How high does that take us? We just need to make sure that we're still in range to load this thing. Which we might not be, actually. We are cutting it close. Okay, let me go to the testing world real quick then. The testing world. All right. So what we need... Oh, these stupid squids. But if you ever want to build this farm and you build it in an ocean, bear in mind that squids will spawn. technically 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And then a block out. Will you die of fall damage? It would help if I... It would help if you landed on the block. Okay, 20, 21, 22, 23. That's what I thought it was. Maybe that was just for one, like the lowest you could get. $24. Okay, so it is 24 blocks. Good to know. So let's go back to the... Nope, that's the testing world. We'll get there eventually. I don't even know what's in this world, to be honest. I don't really use it. It's going to leak all my plans. I think I was using it to show off Slack's free camp pack. Yeah, there's like nothing in here. This is what the island used to look like before I ruined it. 23, right? Since the block was out on the same level. Yes. I guess. Yeah. Yeah, technically, yeah, but I was just counting it with that block so that I knew. Although you are right, because I'm actually going from the ground. So it would be 23, wouldn't it? Wait. Hang on a minute. Hold your horses. Let's get rid of all this. Because we could do with getting this right. So this is where this drop, or sorry, this floor level is where they will drop to. Okay, that is what we're doing this off. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So are we saying that this should be enough? I think that's what we're saying. If they fall from like here and then they drop down. And yeah, 1 for good luck. I'm gonna go 2 for good luck because if you look at this, we still have loads of space in the spawning sphere left. And then the other thing is, on the whole despawning concern, first of all, I don't actually think they despawn. I'm pretty sure they're persistent. But if they're not loaded, then they're not, you know, they're not going to be moving around. Although, I think they would be loaded vertically. I don't actually know how chunk loading vertically works on Bedrock. I'm like 99% sure. Yeah, they always appear at the bottom of the portal, so we should be good. The only problem is, from where they're dropping, there is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 blocks on top of that. So that is a potential concern, but I think we'll be okay. We should be alright, honestly. It would help if I, like, stopped turning off the trident killer for this farm when I want to run it. That would probably be a good idea. / kill at E type equal zombie. Whoops, that's not at all how you do that. Type equal zombie big man. Not even going to bother doing the radius. I'm just going to hope that there's no others on this world. I'm sure there isn't. Right, let's try that again. In fact, let me also... Hang on. Let me get the screenshots that I pulled up.
Beans!
Beans. It's the real beans. How's it going? Give me a second. Where are my DMs with myself? Me, myself, and I. Right, there we go. Alright. How's it going today, Beans? Why did Alien's test walls become corrupted? Oh, because he kept forgetting the trident killer. It did actually become corrupted. Like last season, I think it was. And I can't even remember how I fixed it now. But yeah, it's already happened. Been there, done that, mate. Yeah, it's not ideal. Sorting items is going to be a hassle since hopper speed will be too slow. I've not even, like, I will probably use hopper minecarts and just have to have like a huge... Well, actually, we might... no, it will have to be on hoppers because we're dropping them to their death, won't it? Well, there'll be hopper minecarts that will probably go into auto droppers that will then go into water streams, would probably be the way. Like, the full storage system isn't going to be just hoppers. There will definitely be water streams. I haven't tested it. We're going to do that on the fly, honestly. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. What could go wrong? What could go wrong? Okay. So this is... We said we were happy with this. Or I said we were happy with this. That's good enough for me. Sorting system off the barter farm from Slack will be quick enough? Maybe. But also, maybe not. I might look at it and see like if I could pull parts from it. Because I think like the size of it isn't really what I'm looking for. Just in... I don't know. I know what I'm saying in my head. I think I have an idea, basically. Let me just do this count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9... Hang on, that doesn't seem right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I thought we were going to 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. I think I accidentally skipped one when I said 8. I then went to 9 when I should have gone to 8. Either way, that is enough. I think it, what was it, 23 or more? Then we're good. I think we're okay. So happy. It's going well, says Beans. How are you? I'm alright, Beans. Thanks for asking. Just been in a meeting talking about Truly Bedrock Season 8. Many exciting things are happening, guys. Alright. Okay, so here it is then. So we need a drop chute. This is where they all drop, and it will be 3 by 3. So it'll be like this. In fact, let's center it. There we go. This is where they'll drop down from. And then we need to go along. I don't know if I know how far long we need to go. Maybe I should have done structure for this. The problem is I'm changing it from the testing world. Like, I put stuff together in the testing world, but it's also not going to be exact, if that makes sense. So, yeah. In fact, hang on. We can work this out. It just requires me to use my brain for a moment. Right, hang on. I need to lock in. So if this is where the water is, then we need to go 2 blocks above the water, or leave a 2-block gap above the water. And then this is where the actual, the stuff, the zombies go. All right. And then it is 14 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14, because it's not going to be centered. Unfortunately. There was definitely a quicker way to do that, by the way. How many have we got on this side? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's what I thought. I didn't think this was going to be centered, but that is unfortunately just a thing that we will have to deal with. You won't be able to see it anyway. So it's not the end of the world. Actually, I guess technically we could make it centered. If we just have them falling down a bigger gap, then we could make them centered. And in fact, maybe we should have them falling down a bigger gap. If I go like this, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then they'll fall down there. Yeah, that still works. Okay, cool. We've solved problems. In fact, no, hang on. We have solved problems, but we've done it in the wrong place. They need to be falling down here. This will make sense to literally nobody except for me, and maybe a few people if they saw the design and have memorized it already. This is where the babies and the drops are going. This is a water stream, and then up here is the main platform that they're spawning on. Because I realized it might not have been clear. I don't know how it wasn't clear. But yeah, okay, that's actually centered that then. I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no, that is centered. Nice. Epic. Cool. Okay, cool beans. So we have this. This is 14 on the inside, and then we need on the other side 23. Oh, I kind of want to flip this. In fact, I have done this slightly wrong. Wait. Oh my gosh, this is hurting my head. You're not being clear enough. I'm not being clear enough, but the part of the problem is that it's really hard to be clear without showing you. But hang on, I need to think again. Doesn't come naturally. Okay, yeah. That is correct, but we are going to do it the other way around. So it's going to be here instead. So we're going to get rid of this. And this. Because then if we do it here, then the portals will... In fact, I don't even know why I'm waffling. We need to do it a specific orientation so that the portals drop out a specific way. And I don't even know what orientation that is. So I now need to check the testing gold anyway. I was like, oh no, we'll do the orientation that makes it look nice. No, we have a very specific orientation that we need to do here that I'm forgetting about. Corvanik, welcome on in. Thank you for the creeper blurb. Fortunately, I was in the loading screen, so it did not quite have the desired effect, but that's okay. Right. All right then. We need to do it on the Z. It needs to be, they will come out on the axis where Z goes up. So this way. So we need to remember that. We need to do it on the Z axis that moves, and they're coming out on the way that comes up. And I'm sure that somebody's going to tell me whether that's north, east, south, or west. Because I don't know. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be completely honest with you. Alright. Which way's up? Not that way. Not that way. So this way. So it has to be facing the way that I did it at first that I don't want it to be facing. Great. We could technically do it the other way as well. But I don't feel like testing which way around that will be. So we're just going to do it this way. It'll be okay. Don't worry about it. To be fair, it will actually work better for screenshots because I always take screenshots from like there. So actually, this is probably a good thing. This is probably not an issue. Will Slime, welcome on in. How's it going? How's it going? Right. Okay, so is this 14 blocks or have I messed up? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Perfect. And then we gotta go... This is like spatial awareness testing. So it's 14 along that side. We then need to go 23 this way and this way. So this also won't be even. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then that's 11 because of that one there. No, 11. 21. 22. 23. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Perfect. Going good. Thought I should check on you after that Instagram pic with all the heads. Yeah, no, everything's fine. My head is still attached to my body. It's all good. This is even entirely correct, I guess, because also we have to do the... Oh my gosh. We have to do the water. Okay, so the portals are being placed here on the bit that I'm running across, and they're going to spawn zombies in this direction. Okay. Okay. So then what we gotta do... is we need to build a wall on the outside. However... we actually, first of all, need to build a 3 wide trench here. Basically a season's worth of heads. Yeah, pretty much. I think that was actually almost my entire head supply. Okay. Hang on. I need sleep. It's getting dark and it's getting scary. Also, this concrete is like gold to me, which is ironic because we're building a gold farm. Also, there's an ad starting apparently. Is it actually starting or is it starting soon? It is starting soon. That's what I thought. There is an ad starting soon. Momentarily. Counting with Alien. I'm so good at it. Alright, there we go. There's the ad. Alright, I will see you after the ad break. Okay, when did the ad end? Because that seemed to end incredibly quickly. I thought to myself, I will send 2 DMs that I need to send in that ad break. And then I look back at OBS and it's like, oh, ad has ended. Apologies. Must have missed it. I think it just finished, said Cam. Fair enough. Mr. Balrog, welcome on in. What do you call an elephant that doesn't matter? Irrelevant.
Found it
Nice.
is the small
Jeez.
things,
Jeez.
everyday deeds of ordinary folk that keeps
Alright.
the darkness at bay.
Yes. Okay, this is a giant T in the sky right now, but soon it won't be. So this is going to be water bit number 1. And then, in fact, let's get rid of all of this. And then this would go up to here. And then we can get rid of that as well. So there's no point having unnecessary blocks. I'm starting to think a beacon would be helpful with all this concrete. Okay, and then this needs to go up by 2. There we go. Ads ended for me 2 seconds before you asked where they ended, but I don't think that everyone gets the same amount of ad time. It should be 3 minutes worth of ads for everyone, unless you're a sub, obviously. But I know that sometimes the amount of ads vary. Like sometimes it will be, you know, loads of 30-second ads. Sometimes it will be like a minute ads, and then like I suspect that sometimes it's not exactly 3 minutes because of that. But you're supposed to get 3 minutes because that's how it's set. But also Twitch ads are like the automatic thing is incredibly janky. Like I know people that have pre-rolls disabled, such as myself, and then pre-rolls still show anyway. I don't think I get pre-rolls. I'm pretty sure mine is working, but like I have known people where I've been like, you should turn off pre-rolls. Here's how to do it. And they've been like, I have. And they're using the exact same settings as me. And for some reason, they're still getting pre-rolls. And it's like, oh, thanks. That's nice. So yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Check your wings. They'll be okay. In fact, I have just thought. No, actually, never mind. I have thought, but I've thought incorrectly. Or not incorrectly. My thought was irrelevant. Here we go. Right, so this... I need to do a quick progress update. Let me get rid of this. It's annoying. Okay, a little bit of time later and progress has progressed. I'm actually live on Twitch and YouTube right now working on this build, so if you want to see the full process, make sure to check out the VOD if you weren't here in the stream chat. But down here is where we're going to have the building that has the storage system and also the drop for the items and the XP. And this cyan block represents the roof of that building, so it should be about 7 blocks tall. And then this mess of concrete is me basically working out the spacing for all of the different sections of the farm. So this is the sort of central water chute, and then I'm building up the 2 on the outside on both sides as well. And then I need to, like, it'll make sense in a second. Don't worry about it, okay? Thought is irrelevant. What a novel thought. Crazy. That's so deep. Yeah, hopefully I'll just get this gold farm ready before I run out of thing on my wings, and it will all be fine. What could go wrong? This is a foolproof plan. Yeah, obviously this also doesn't have walls. Like, we need to add walls as well. That is sort of a key feature. Oh my gosh, I forgot about the block lag. The block lag.
This doesn't make any sense!
The block lag. It doesn't make any sense. It makes no sense. Thanks for the blurb, GG. It wasn't this bad the other day when I was helping Artemis with her build. Which is, I think it's pretty much done now. Oh my gosh. To be fair, I do get worse block lag over here, but I have like nothing over here. I killed most of my bees Because somebody said that they were causing lag in the chat, which they were probably correct. I had a lot of bees, or it might have been the comments, to be fair. So I just got rid of most of them because okay, well, I don't think the minecarts are running. Yeah, I got rid of most of the bees because I don't actually need that much honey anymore. In fact, I never needed this much honey. It was just a fun farm to build, and I've really enjoyed it, and I'll probably do it again. That's not the point. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's not running. There we go. I got rid of most of my bees, and this area is still got lots of lag, so I don't even know. Like, I definitely take a frame rate hit as well. And even, like, the stuff underground, I feel like there isn't much here. Helping or distracting? Well, like, we have a really small gypsum farm. We have something over here. What is it? It's, like, very far. We have this glow lichen farm, which is obviously, like, not running. And then this way, we have a storage system, but that's not constantly running. We do have a bamboo and sugarcane farm, which are constantly running. But they shouldn't be that... These don't even have observers. And they have barely any hoppers. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Right. Thanks. Thanks, Bedrock Edition. Oh, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. It's the perfect length. It's like I planned it. But I didn't. But it's like I did. And if I don't tell anybody that I didn't plan it that way, then they'll think I planned it. It's the best kept secret ever. Okay, yep. There you go. Thanks, lag. I hate it when a block places... Oh my gosh. Like that, actually. I hate it when a block places and then disappears. Like, why... I have literally placed you. Why are you disappearing on me? You were there. Like, you know what I mean? You were literally there. Why did you change your mind? See, oh my god, it's so bad. It's heard me. It's listening. It drives me insane, right? And now it's raining and it's night and there's a wandering trader. It's all going wrong. I just pressed a button and I think it just stopped my... I meant to clip that as for a YouTube shot and I think it's just... What? Why is that a thing? That's not how that's supposed to work. Wait a minute. Wait, give me 1 second. Is that keybind also that? That's a terrible keybind. It is. Oh. Good to know. Maybe the game is trying to tell you to slow down and smell the roses. I've been taking it slow all this all season. I think we're past that. Right. One more bit to go. There we go. Okay, this might make a little bit more sense now, or it might not, but this is the water platforms, so the zombie piglins are going to spawn, they're going to drop down here, and then there will be water that will push them into here, where eventually they'll go into one of 2 trident killers. So hopefully... Yeah, we don't even need to... I don't think we need to add a thing that says so hopefully it makes sense on the end. If it doesn't make sense, it doesn't make sense. Okay, so now I need to build the walls around this thing so that the water doesn't spill everywhere and so the zombie piglins can't just escape, because that would not be ideal. And also, I guess, leave space for a trident killer, but we'll just break some holes in it for that. What could go wrong? Also, I do want... Well, actually, I guess this is all inside, so I was going to say we should add some cyan terracotta. on the inside. But you won't be able to see it because it's going to be covered. Like, I could have built this out of dirt. No one will ever know. Well, they'll be glass, I guess, but it won't be obvious. All right. And we're getting low on concrete. It's not good. I'm assuming it is just powder in here. Yeah. That's fine. Blocks disappearing happens to me all the time. I mean, it does on here. It happens to me all the time on here. Not my single player server. It's great on there. I have a single player. My single player world is on a server. Because why not? Yeah, no issues on there. It's all perfect. Also, speaking about servers, I'm gonna like sort of self-promo for a second, but also not really because it's my chat. My community server, UFO SMP. Stop the command. It's awkward. What is it? UFO SMP? There you go. Oh no, it did work. I just can't see. Yeah, no, my community server, UFO SMP, is resetting very, very, very soon. We haven't quite announced the date yet because there's a few things I need to work out and I don't want it to clash with the season Truly Bedrock Season 8 launch. But yeah, UFO SMP resetting very soon. So now is the perfect time to join, if you want to join. It is open to anybody level 5 or above in my Discord. All you have to do to get levels is to chat. There is a super welcoming and awesome community over there in the Discord. We play Wordle every day. We talk. We talk some more. And then, like most people active in the Discord are also on the community server. So yeah, if you're interested, it's crossplay as well. Is there a link? There should be. It's that message that says anyone over chat level 5 can apply to join our crossplay community SMP. For more info, check out the Discord. But you're already in the Discord, to be fair. But yeah. Would recommend. It is crossplay, so it's actually a Java server with Bedrock support. So if you're a Bedrock player that's ever wanted to mess around with Java, like Redstone and farm mechanics, then that's one way of doing that whilst playing on your Bedrock Edition game. I don't think the link hit Twitch. Wait, you're right, it didn't. You know what? Has anything hit Twitch? Everything is YouTube. Yeah, you are right. Sorry. Here you go. I have posted the message manually. I had to you know what I said about updating StreamerBot? Right, okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to close StreamBot and everything's going to break. But I'm going to reopen it and everything should fix. What I had to do when StreamerBot updated, which I don't normally have to do, I had to sign back into Twitch. Which, as I say, I don't normally it doesn't sign me out. So I don't know why that happened. But I'm hoping if we just restart it, everything will be okay. It's not okay. No, it is okay. It is only on YouTube and not Twitch. That's so weird. Whose idea? You know that bit where I said I never have issues when I update stuff? Why did I say that? Does anything work? Right. That is not ideal. That is not ideal at all. Has AlienBot sent any message today? Or has it all been YouTube? It has. AlienBot hasn't sent anything, has he? Yeah, that's from the previous stream. Okay. Ah. Hang on. Let me show you what I can see. Where is display? I'm still getting used to my Stream Deck. It's not even worked. Why's that not worked? You shouldn't be broken. Why isn't... What? That's new. AlienBot announced the ad break, did he? It's interesting. Good job, AlienBot. Why isn't that working either? Have I... That makes literally no sense. What is going on? Because that's showing there. So why wouldn't it show here? Oh, sorry. OBS is being really weird. And it's not showing my entire display. For some reason. Display capture. Add one existing. There we go. What was the problem? Okay, the button is broken, which isn't that surprising because I had to re-add it. Anyway, jeez. Right, let's this is my big massive stream deck. If you ever wondered how big my stream deck is, then now you can. Now you can see it. Now you know exactly what it looks like. There we go. Stream Deck. Always bragging about how big your Stream Deck is. Sheesh. But look at all of these buttons and dials. Oh, it's the full package. It's everything that you want in a Stream Deck. Okay. Right, where were we? So it announced the ad break. That's odd. Twitch broadcast events, ad. I mean, oh, that's because it's an announce, not a message, I bet. Although that still doesn't really make sense. So let's say promotion, Discord. This is sending a Twitch message. Let's try this. But does it send it from my account? Because, like, is it an AlienBot problem? No, it's just not sending on Twitch. Why? Tell me why. Add Twitch. Chat. Send message. Let's just redo it. Yeah, it only did it on YouTube. That's so dumb.
Ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why.
Exactly. Tell me why. Exactly what that was exactly what was going through my head. It's not even. It's yeah. Is AlienBot banned or something stupid? No, because he did the announcement. Okay, I gotta hide my screen for this, which is hiding that because I got to turn on that. Let me sign out of AlienBot and back in again. In fact, let me do that for both of them. AlienBot and my Twitch. Where's... here? Is that the one that's logged into AlienBot? It is. Platforms... Twitch even. Log out. Log in. Please stand by while this stream is interrupted by troubleshooting as usual. As usual. Okay, let's actually forget the account. Copy login. Paste. Allow. Okay, and then let's do the same with the Twitch, like the channel. All right. Partially connected Twitch broadcaster. Both connected. It's still only doing it on YouTube. It doesn't make any sense though. Alright, well I've restarted, well I'll restart StreamerBot one more time, just in case. But if it doesn't work, then, in fact, you know what? It makes a backup of the update. Maybe I roll back to the backup quickly. Maybe that's the strat. Yeah, maybe we roll back to before. Also just realized there's like loads of backups on here. Let me delete these. Holy. Okay, right, let's try this. Yeah, just YouTube. Okay, right, let's close this then. And I've never rolled back StreamerBot before. But it creates backups every time you update. Although That's not a full app backup though. That's just like backing up your settings, I think. Which isn't really what I'm looking for. Oh, oops. Okay, let me... Oh my gosh. It's not going well, guys. It's not going well. Hi, said hi. By the way, the Bedrock anywhere didn't work. What? I have no clue what you're talking about. Well, welcome on in. My bot is broken. My stream bot is broken. It's very sad. Okay, I don't think this is going to work. If I paste these into here. And then open this. It takes a while, but it does connect. Okay, the other thing that we can do is, because I could kind of do with this working. Yeah, that's just usually Rianne. Okay, right, hang on. I know how to roll back, but it means we're going to have to go to the internet. Allow me to show you. Internet. I know all that stuff is in the way. In fact, I can sort of semi-hide that. Hang on. Where is it? Hide overlay. It hides the VTuber as well. Apparently it doesn't hide. I don't know what widget that is. Alert. No, it's not alerts. Ban animation? There we go. Download releases. Okay, so what we're doing now is we are downloading the old version of StreamerBot, which I was using, which is 1.0.4. This version, apparently I already have it in my downloads folder, but this version should work. And you may be thinking, Alien, you're just going to have a entirely new StreamerBot thingy setup, but you'd be incorrect because conveniently StreamerBot makes a backup every time you launch it, but also every time you update. So in theory, like I think I'm able to just copy this into here, and I'm pretty sure it works. I'm pretty sure that is how that works, but if it's not, then we're about to find out. Oh, it might be the data folder. It's in the data folder. That, honestly, that makes a lot of sense. Okay. Yes, I do want to close you. All right, let me Control Z. And then let me replace the files in this destination. If this doesn't work, then like something Twitch side is probably down. Which I like doubted it, but all right. Settings. It looks like I'm logged out though. Wait, no, I'm logged in. Oh, is this still not working? It's still not working, is it? Okay. In that case, there is something wrong with StreamerBot, I guess. Because there's no reason now. Like that is basically a copy of the old version. So, yeah. I'm guessing that the new version isn't broken. And then there is just something in the background that isn't working. That connecting will disappear in a second. Yeah, I'm guessing there's just something in the background that's broken. On Twitch, probably. But yeah, I don't... Nothing I can do about it. It's a good job like the UFO command isn't a thing. Because otherwise there'd be no UFO command. I mean, now there's really no UFO command. Whereas beforehand, there was at least a message when you did it. Yeah, no, sorry about that. I don't know why it's not working. Nothing I can do, though. Other than hope it works next time. Imagine it just works now. See, look, it's coming through on YouTube. Oh, is the chat working? Like the on-screen chat? It is. Did your messages did appear in there, didn't it? I don't know what's going on. It's supposed to filter out AlienBot's messages, so when AlienBot messages, it doesn't appear on the on-screen chat. Which normally is helpful. In this instance, it's less helpful because the only place you can read your messages is in the YouTube chat now when you do commands. Oh well. Oh well. Oops. Oh dear. Yeah, no, I don't even know where I would begin troubleshooting this. I guess I would make a new streamer bot from scratch, like download it, sign in, and just make a basic command to check if it worked. But I suspect that won't fix it. Like, I'd be surprised. It's not impossible, though. It's not impossible. Because it's not even like, it is definitely reading the commands, it's just not sending messages. But then it is, this is the other weird thing, it's sending announcements. It's just regular messages that for some reason it doesn't want to send. But why? Tell me why. Streamer bot is broken. Tell me why is streamer bot broken? Tell me why I really need streamer bot to fix itself so I can stream like normal. Oh my gosh, my wrist has started hurting. This is a new thing that happens, by the way. My wrist starts hurting, and it is hurting right now. That needs to be a blurp sound. Well, you better clip it then. But I guess I can clip it, and then it won't have the stream music if I clip it. It'll become a blurb in 10 to 12 business months. When I look through my clipped recordings from stream. Wow, my wrist is really, really hurting. Jeez. Yeah, this is just a thing that happens every so often now. I don't know why. It's probably a repetitive strain injury. Just a suggestion. I haven't done blurb much at all. Yeah, no, you are right. It is a good suggestion. Oh, that really hurts. What I have, which I actually might use, where is it? I have like a wrist strengthener. Here it is. Because sometimes all I need is to like, or not, is it a wrist strengthener technically? Yeah, I think this one is. Sometimes that's all I need. But it's just like a band that I put around my fingers and then like stretch it. But normally that helps for whatever reason. I don't know why. Aaron Gaming 69 on YouTube. Welcome on in. How's it going? Ow, although this time it doesn't feel like it's helping, which is mildly concerning. Good. I'm glad to hear that it's going good. Okay, there we go. I have replenished my concrete supply. This is excellent news. We don't actually need that much more solid concrete because there isn't much left in the way of overhang. Hello, Blocklag, my old friend. Tom, welcome on in. How's it going? Let's put this here. This here. Jeez, everything's going wrong. My wrist is hurting. Streamer bot isn't working. It's all going downhill. Did you design this? I designed some of it. Love your vids. Thank you so much. There will be a video on this once it's done. This is a gold farm. It makes gold. As the name may suggest. I know it is quite a surprise to hear that the gold farm makes gold. But hold on to your horses. Alright, there we go. Now I need water. That's an outrageous statement, says GG. I know. You know me. Always saying controversial things. trying to farm Twitch clips. Yes. Always starting beef with everyone. If I do that, is that now... No. I thought that would work. I thought I could do it with 3. Maybe I can't. Wait, maybe I can't do it because it's... I thought this worked. Am I having a moment? Where's the alien fortune pickaxe? It's here. Alien's fortune pickaxe squared, because I died at some point with it. Well, actually, I died with, yeah, everything. I lost everything, except for my chest plate this season, which is a shame, because actually, this is probably going to be like the first season where I didn't die and lose everything, and then and have to get a new set of armor. And then I did. It wasn't ideal. That's okay. That's life. Right, let's see. We need a load of fence gate, and I only have spruce wood. We'll do spruce then. Sorry, I didn't see that. No worries. It was in my last Truly Bedrock episode. The death. If you're interested. I really shouldn't be crafting sticks. I have a witch farm. I have too many sticks, to be honest. But here I am crafting them. And now I let a minecart through, so I've got to wait for this system to finish sorting that one minecart. Otherwise, I will go unload the area and everything ever in the history of things will break. I don't make the rules. Right, let's have a nap. There we go. Man, my wrist is really hurting. Which is really annoying because I kind of do with using the mouse every so often. Alien sheep. Indeed. Right, so this is obviously stopping the piglins. Or the water even. Yeah, there we go. Now it is. Yeah, this is stopping the water from coming through, but it is still letting the piglins come through because it is the open fence gate of a course. And then we need to do the same on this side. Like so. Oops. Yeah, speaking of Alien Sheep, that is a pack that you can download from the Truly Bedrock Discord. It is created by Cause, who was in here earlier. I don't know if he still is. But yeah, that is... I think it's pinned in our fan art channel. If not, if you scroll up and search for it. It's in the fan art channel somewhere. At some point. You know what would be simpler is if I just put a temporary row of blocks here and then broke them afterwards. That would be very helpful. Like, I don't know if this is actually quicker, but it feels quicker. Apparently I missed a few. Right, there we go. So can I do it with 2 buckets now? Yes. From here then, I thought that there was an extra row of blocks here for some reason. But no, it was just the white void. The void. Okay, and then we need to do the same on this side. Water physics in Minecraft. I know there's a system, but they also feel very strange to me. Okay, and then this bit actually we'll save for later because we've got to do the trident killers still, and we've also got to actually like install the portals. And then there's going to be like a divider, which I guess. How am I going to do the divider? I haven't really decided. I guess it will probably just be under one portal. It'll be fine. Server restarting. Oh my gosh. We'll time that with an ad break. It is pretty close. Did I hear my names as cause? You did. Somebody was asking about the Alien Sheep pack. Although I've been meaning to put my new face on it because it does have my old one. Okay. You know what I don't have, which we also need to think about, is I don't have any obsidian. I think. If I do, I feel like I don't have enough of 3 max size portals. Version 3 is in the TB Discord from March to pick up the baby sheep. I've got the baby sheep. It's just not got my new face on. Oops. I guess you can still see it on the VTuber. Right, we're gonna cut to a 3-minute ad break whilst this is loading, whilst this is restarting. But I will be back after the ad break on a freshly restarted Truly Bedrock server. See you in a bit.
Subscribe to Alien Doctor.
I have returned. Logan, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Alien Empire. You are my 800th follower on Twitch, again, because I had 800 followers, and then somebody unfollowed, so I was back to 799, but now I'm on 800 again, so thank you so much for the follow. Welcome on in, how are you doing? Did I log out here? I feel like I didn't log out here. Maybe I did. Yeah, I must have, because that's all my stuff. Nodecraft. Yes, Nodecraft are a server host that I would recommend. Oh, my Nodecraft thing's broken. Why is my Nodecraft thing broken? Oh, no, it isn't. Everything's broken. Yeah. All right, cool beans. I will send you my skin at some point, calls. If you could, that would be greatly appreciated. Right, so here's the situation. It's getting late, so I can't actually record because I can't do YouTuber voice and talk quietly. So we might have to take a break from the gold farm. That's not an issue, because actually I have just remembered why I went into my storage. We need some obsidian anyway, so we can go over here and take a look, see if I have enough obsidian, which I probably don't. It would be in here. In fact, no, it would be in here. 25, 26, I don't know why that's not stacked. 21. Yeah, that's not enough. All right, cool. We'll go get some obsidian then. I was always thinking about Wise hosting, just telling you. I mean, I haven't used Wise hosting before, but I have used Nodecraft before. And I can confirm that Nodecraft is good. And I'm not just saying that because I have a Nodecraft partnership. You know, I wouldn't promote a service if I didn't think it was like actually good, and I think Nodecraft is actually good. So it's the server that we host Truly Bedrock on. It's a server I host UFO SMP on, my community crossplay server. So yeah, it's the place to be if you like servers that are good. I'm apparently playing on a Nodecraft hosted server and it works great. You are. UFO SMP is hosted on Nodecraft. It is gracefully provided by Nodecraft as per the partnership, which is also very nice of them. But yeah, before partnering with Nodecraft, I did a ton of research into both Nodecraft and other server hosts as well to make an educated decision, because Nodecraft is like an application-based system for their partners, so I had to apply to join. And obviously I got in. And I know a couple of other server hosts have the same thing, so I was looking at a couple. And admittedly, it helped, like, basically everybody I'm friends with is also on Nodecraft. So it was kind of a bit like, oh, well, everybody else is on it, it must be good. And it is, so that's great. But yeah, I did do my own research as well. And you should, just because I'm telling you that Nodecraft is good, doesn't mean that you should believe me. You should also do your own research. I mean, they offer a 30-day, I think it's 30-day. I don't know if it's 30 or less, so don't quote me on that. But they do offer a free trial period. It might just be 7 days, actually. 30 is quite a long time. But either way, they offer a free trial period, so you can always test out their servers before using them as well. So yeah, I would genuinely, like, I promise I'm not just saying this because of the partnership, I would genuinely recommend them. And like, I was at the point where if no server host partnered with me, I was just going to buy a Nodecraft server out of my own money, which I'm glad I didn't have to do. Is this Zach's area? I don't know whose this is. Actually. No, this is Zach's. I don't think I've been... I think it's changed since the last time I've been. I need to find lava. Groover and Slat Lizard are being opposites now? In what way? Social proof, apparently, or peer pressure. There we go. There's a little bit of lava. That's not really... I thought there was like some massive lava pools here, but I guess there isn't. I just want some obsidian. Is it that hard? Is it that much to ask for? I think it's phantoms. That would make sense. I didn't think it was Zach's, but there was 2 Zach heads there. Is this... That's gotta just... I think that's natural. Also, I'm low. Oh my gosh. Holy moly. We might turn on coordinates just in case. That would be a smart idea. Okay, well, there's a little staircase here. I have a totem. Suddenly occurred to me. Yeah, that's another thing. I want to do a raid farm this season. I didn't. I'll do one next season though, I promise. Well, I don't promise. But I probably will. Simon told me because Slack is building so high and Groove's just digging. Yeah. Where is it? I'm sure there is lava around here somewhere. That's the other thing I need to update, is that needs to be updated to my new face as well. That's my old one. My old skin. Geol. Do you know where a big lava pool is? And you've probably got spare obsidian. And if you don't, I'm sure somebody does. And somebody's going to be like, oh, Alien, just have this spare obsidian. But I want to mine it myself because I need something to do. I'm being completely honest right now because I can't... Like, the next stage of the gold farm requires me to record for the video. And I can't record right now. So... I need to artificially create a relevant task. Oh, speaking of relevant tasks, actually. This is relevant. We have made some sales. Oh. Wait, loads of this. I should have opened this at the start of the season. That's what I'm doing in season 8. First thing I'm doing. Oh. First thing I'm doing is rocket shop. Apparently the redstone shop is not affordable. Apparently the redstone shop is profitable as well. Oh my gosh. Who would have thought? That's like, other than observers, that's the first time anybody's bought anything from there. Amazing. The nether has a lot of lava, but I can't turn it into water. I'm looking for the sort of lava that could be turned into water. And I thought there was some there, but like in that cave, but maybe it's been blocked off. We don't even have Slack's free cam pack. I can't go into spectator. Lava into water. Nope. Hang on a minute. That's not right. Lava into obsidian. You could mine some obsidian regrowth pillars at Artemis End Base. Well, I don't think we're supposed to mine those pillars because they're part of her base. Also, welcome in, Chronic Mitten. How's it going? I'm pretty sure I might be wrong here, but I don't want to just in case. Unless Artemis happens to magically appear in chat and tell me that it's okay. I don't want to risk it. Okay, Ash. No, but I just said I wanted to get them myself. I was going to say, Slack said that he's happy for me and probably anybody else to just take whatever from his storage. I was going to see if Slack has some obsidian, but that would defeat the purpose of getting it myself. So I have something to do. Artemis will lynch you. That's what I thought. That is exactly what I was concerned about. Sunflower, welcome on in. It's been a while since I've seen your name in the chat. How's it going? Hope you're good. My wrist hurts. By the way. Just letting everybody that hasn't heard know, it hurts. I feel like I should stop playing. But anyway, enough about me. The Obsidian podcast confuses me now. I think Artemis can mine it, but not anybody else. Why does your wrist hurt? I've probably been playing too much Minecraft today. I don't really know. I mean, there's probably lava somewhere under here, but I don't know where. I guess we could just look in spectator mode in a old account. Yeah, I think the Obsidian podcast is for Artemis when she has specific parts of the pillars to be removed, but I don't think she's removing like the full pillar. Wait, I have just remembered something that I keep intending to make a YouTube short on, and I'm going to show it to you right now as well. This is exclusive preview of a YouTube short that I haven't made yet. Oh, you can do the spawning pad at Artemis Space, just not the pillars. Oh yeah, but then I'd have to like keep regenerating it. That would take a while. Yeah, I know what you mean, the platform. But it would keep, like, I'd have to keep regenerating it because there's not much of it there. Like, I'd have to keep going in and out of the end. Right, here's what I'm going to show you. So on Truly Bedrock Season 4, first of all. And you may be thinking, Alien, what are you doing? You weren't on Truly Bedrock Season 4. How could anything be relevant to you on Truly Bedrock Season 4? Well, my friend. You're wrong. She's very precise when she does mind that little part. Yeah. If the world ever loads, I'll show you. Did you know that I was technically on Truly Bedrock Season 4? Here I am right here. You can confirm in the world download on trulybedrock.com. I was in Foxy's base because Foxy, like I used to have the UFO percentage game, used to have a sign percentage game where you could do ! sign and you get a random chance at getting a sign. And I did this. So there is me. I am immortalized in the Truly Bedrock Season 4 world multiple seasons before becoming a member, which I think is pretty cool. This is back when my Twitch name used to have an underscore in it, by the way. So yeah, that's the thing. I'm pretty sure that's the only one I got as well on this season. This is also, like, just to, like, side note, this is a really cool season. Like, look at these builds. And over here as well. Like, and then I know that, I think this is Loy's area, and then over there's Beardstone's area, maybe? Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is Beardstones. There's some cool, like, actually really cool builds here. I love flying around the old TB worlds, because even though I wasn't a part of them, I get so much inspiration from them. But yeah, I want to make a YouTube short. So there's that. I'm in Truly Bedrock Season 4, but wait, there's more. Okay, that rhymes. Because if I log out of this world, you may have noticed I had another world downloaded from Truly Bedrock. And that is, I mean, I also have Truly Bedrock Season 2. The only reason I have Truly Bedrock Season 2 is actually for inspiration. But I have Truly Bedrock Season 5 as well. If we load into that. Then you will see okay, it's really taking its time, isn't it? Boop-a-doop-a-doo. You will see that I am also in Truly Bedrock Season 4, also in Foxy's base. But yeah, no, they had the avatar packs on this season, and instead of the sign game, it was the avatar game, where you could do ! Avatar and have an avatar named after you. So that I had an avatar named after me because I won the game. So yeah, there I am, immortalized in not only Truly Bedrock Season 4, but also Truly Bedrock Season 5. And then obviously I joined in Season 6, and I was here for Season 7 as well. So yeah, I can never really remember too much of this season. You're looking really lively there. This is a cool shopping district. That's a pretty cool base as well, actually. There's some cool stuff on here. There's always, like, this applies to really anything, not just the Truly Bedrock worlds. But if you ever are stuck for what to build, inspiration-wise, like, take a look at a world download, whether it be a Truly Bedrock world, a Hermitcraft world, or another world. Just take a look at them, because they're awesome. They're great for inspiration and just reminding you some of the, like, really cool stuff that you can do in this game. Because I think once you play it for a certain amount of time, you almost forget, like, the sort of stuff that you can build. At least I do. Like, even sometimes I look at worlds I've literally been on and been a part of for inspiration as well, for like old stuff that I've done, because I'm like, I forget that this is the thing that I've done. And that's why often, like at the moment, I'm kind of rehashing old ideas a little bit, because I'm like, oh, I can do this old idea and I can do it better than what I did previously. You are looking like really, oh, I've read that. But like, for example, the cliff that I built this season on the island, that is a rehash of an old idea, but better. And on a smaller scale, admittedly. The old one was huge. The old one was too big. In fact, I could just use Slack's pack. There we go. Right, big lava lake. Where are you? Come to Alien. Oh, yeah, there's a decent sized one here. There you go. This'll do. So, in fact, I think I almost did something with this skeleton spawner at one point. There we go. We'll dig into this skeleton spawner to see what's in the chests. Right. Now you may be thinking, Alien, why have I just put those coordinates? Or why have you just put those coordinates into the chat when you've just left the world and are now joining Truly Bedrock again? And it's because your chat history is actually universal. So, when I eventually load back into the server, because for some reason today I seem to have infinite loading time, if I press T and then press the up arrow, I'm getting chats from other worlds, which is pretty cool. So I know that the first one that I did was the spawner, And then the second one that for some reason has gone twice is the lava. Let's just dig straight down. Like, what could actually go wrong? 447. If it is in... if it is in my build, then that is an option of things that could go wrong, actually. It is in my build, I think. 62... Okay. Let's dig down to minus 51 and then let's go... In fact... We don't even need to. We've literally hollowed out. We have this down here. And it was super near to this. So we'll just do it this way. 627 even. 447. Go away. Oh yeah, I forgot about this where the mobs just still spawn for some reason. For like no reason whatsoever. 447. 627. So here. And then down a bit more. 34. What? Wait a minute. Oh no, I'm here. I don't bring any torches though. Well, it's awkward. Let's see, copper horse armor, leather, gunpowder. I mean, we'll take these. These are mildly helpful. Is this a skeleton spawner or a zombie spawner? Because there's both in here. And do I have in my ender chest anything in my light box? Where even is my light box? I do. Good. I was prepared. Right. Now you lot can go away. Thank you. It is a skeleton spawner. There was just loads of zombies in there. And more skeletons. Right. You finished? Lunge, I don't know. I probably have that, to be fair. Alright, cool, cool, cool. And then we need to go to... like, essentially... Oh, actually, I was looking at the wrong coordinates for this spawner anyway. This is the lava coordinates. There we go. Huh. Who's been here, then? Have I been here? I don't know why I'd place... Oh, actually, this looks like me. That does look like the sort of thing I'd do if I was getting... If, like, I was getting attacked and I needed to block off mobs. Then normally I do place blocks like that. So maybe that was me? Oh, I don't know if I'd... Yeah, I don't think this is me. I don't think I ever came caving here. Somebody gone caving under my island? Maybe. Like, where would they even... How did they even get here? Like, where did they come from? Hang on a minute. We're now on a detective... Oh, somebody went... Yeah, there we go. That explains it. Somebody went branch mining. Okay. Now we get digging. We don't have a beacon, but that's okay. This probably isn't even enough obsidian. This is actually going a lot quicker than I was expecting. Can't lie. No, don't burn. Oh, now we've made a cobblestone generator. Obsidian. 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 How long until that gets boring? Right. We're getting to that point of the stream where I'm running out of things to say because I'm literally mining obsidian. I'm not sure if you noticed. So, if you have, because I know it's been a while since I've streamed, if you have any questions for me regarding most things, then now is the perfect time to ask them. Bear in mind that I am relatively open at the moment about my plans for the next season of Truly Bedrock, which you are also more than welcome to ask me about. But it doesn't have to be about that. If you have a question about this season, if you have a question of my opinion on something, as long as it's not too, like, inappropriate or political or something. Or you have a Minecraft related question or a technical related question. I want to hear your questions. Have you decided what the last week of UFO SMP will be? This is actually a good question. Sort of. I have a rough idea. I just need to check some stuff so that I'm sure and then announce it. I know when season 8 of Truly Bedrock is starting, so I know to avoid that day. And ideally, we would do this before... Oh, hi. That's nice. Thanks, Cobblestone. Yeah, ideally we do this UFO SMP before Truly Bedrock Season 8. Because once Truly Bedrock Season 8 starts, I'll be going all in on that. So I will be playing even less on UFO SMP than I would normally be in the beginning. Because I think I've said it before, I don't really plan on playing long-term on UFO SMP. I just don't have the time to split it between multiple servers very well, particularly a Java server when I am a Bedrock player. And I prefer the Bedrock mechanics, and obviously that's the whole thing for my channel. So yeah, with that being said, I then don't really want to start after Truly Bedrock Season 8 starts, unless it's like way delayed. But I also don't think that's fair on, everybody that is waiting for it to start, is waiting for UFO SMP Season 4 to start, even. Because obviously there's people that are waiting to come back and that sort of thing. So, long story short, I have a date that I will actually say tentatively now when I check my calendar. However, it is not a confirmed date yet. Because I just don't know. Right, let me... Calendar. Yeah, so the tentative date was the 12th. Saturday the 12th of September. For the start date. Which isn't... Oh yeah, that's the other thing. It isn't the end date, it would be the start date. Because otherwise, I don't think I have a free weekend for the rest of September. I guess I could do the 20th, actually. That's surprising, that is. Oh no, that's when it starts the 19th. Yeah. So I think season 3 will finish some point on the week commencing the 7th. Probably on like the Wednesday the 9th of September. And season 4 will start on the 12th. Now, the great thing is we can actually start the new season with a relatively quick turnaround because we're actually switching servers. I have another server that Nodecraft have given me that is currently hosting my single player world. And that server, funnily enough, is higher spec'd than the one UFO SMP is currently hosted on, which isn't really necessary because you... Hi, lava. Yeah, as I was saying, it's not really necessary. Do you mind? Burn. Yeah, it's not really necessary because that world literally only has me on and like sometimes a camera account. So my thought process there is when the new season starts, I'll switch UFO SMP over to that server, which has a little bit more RAM, and then hopefully that'll help a little bit with performance, which I don't think the current server is struggling by any means. They're both high-spec servers. But, it's just a little bit extra. So what I'm saying is, I can take my solo world offline for as long as it needs to be. So if I wanted to, I could set up the Season 4 server today. Now granted, by the time Season 4 started, or does start, like there'll be loads of updates that would need to be done, so you can't truly have it set up. But you get my point, like the setup process doesn't require Season 3 to be down, so the turnaround is quicker than it would normally be. I do like my villagers and my zoo animals. Exactly. It's, I think UFO SMP currently has 8 gigs of RAM, and the other server has 10. So it's 2 extra gigs of RAM, which realistically isn't going to make a difference. 8 was already plenty. 10 is just overboard. But there's like, yeah, oh no. Yeah, UFO SMP 8, Aliencraft 10. Bedrock Farlands only has 7, but Farlands isn't hosted as partner, so we actually have to pay for that as a group. Which is understandable. But yeah, I'm primarily asking about dates so I know how much time I have left to finish my base and getting the rest of the BNC advancements. So the safe assumption, until I say anything, if you actually remind me, if you see me active in Discord and post a message in UFO General to remind me, then I will probably be able to confirm the dates tomorrow. But also, if you forget to remind me, like no pressure. I'll try and do it. In fact, I'll try and do it after this stream. But yeah, I suspect first week of September is when we will do the whole border, like lifting the border event. And that'll be up for a week. And then it might be up, in the end the border might be open for a little bit longer than a week. But ultimately not too much longer. Like, I think that second week of September, one of those days it will end. Like, honestly, it just depends how long of a break people want between seasons. Like, if people want the full week as a break, then they can have that. If people only want a few days, then they can have that. It's actually, like, it makes no difference to me in the setup because it, you know, the setup's on a different server. Well, I'm back. Welcome back. So yeah. That is the answer to that question. Speaking of Nodecraft. But yeah, I'll probably be active. If we do it on that date that I just said, it's a week before Truly Bedrock Season 8 starts. So I'll be active for that week, probably. Well, potentially not even that week, to be honest, because I've got to get my Season 7 base sorted. So yeah, I don't actually know how active I'll be on launch, unfortunately. I'll be there for the launch day because I'll stream it. But aside from that, I may struggle. I'm sorry. I want to be there more, but it's just not feasible right now. At the moment, it's only me and one other player finishing up our bases. However, I know when the border drops, at least one other person will return. Yeah. And I said it'd be for a week. It will probably end up being longer for the border dropping. No, my obsidian. This is actually super chill. This is like my version of the Obsidian podcast. Committing to playing on UFSB is as likely as you committing to a stream schedule. I would argue a stream schedule is probably more likely. I just cannot. I don't know what it is. I just can't do Java long term. I wish I could. But just every time I've tried it, I just don't enjoy it. I don't know why. Like maybe, like let's say Truly Bedrock moves to Java. And I tried it again. Like maybe that would be better. Like if I was on a creator Java server. But yeah, I don't know. Something about it. has just always... I have just always struggled with it. Oh, hi. I forgot about that. Okay, this is actually a thing that Slack showed me that is crazy. That they didn't mention this in the changelog, but they have command macros. So you can't see it because of my VTuber, so let me hide the overlays for a second. They have command macros. So you can set up a key that when you press Alt and that key, it then runs that command. So I have Alt C for game mode C and Alt S for game mode S. So if I press on my keyboard, Alt S, you can see there, it says cheats aren't enabled in this world and it doesn't run the macro. But if I was in a world that allowed cheats, I'd be able to go in and out of creative and survival with a macro instead of having to do the full command, which is amazing. It's so helpful. I keep forgetting about it, but it is honestly, yeah, it's crazy that they didn't say anything about it. It wasn't mentioned in any changelogs. They just added it. Does this include the ability to toggle shift? No. So all this is a command, like a macro for commands. Now, as to whether you could make an add-on that then, when you run a command, toggles shift for you, that might be possible. I don't think it is, but it might be. Yeah, unfortunately, this does not include toggle shift, like by default. Truly Bedrock on Java would be the ultimate. I don't even know what that word is. That's a word that I don't understand. But yes, it probably would be. Yeah, no, I don't think TB is switching to Java anytime soon. Like, I will admit, I mean, this doesn't count as leaking stuff. There were like discussions not too long ago about like the future direction of what TB was like going in, because, you know, there's a lot of people kind of frustrated with Bedrock Edition at the moment, and a lot of people that have just been hit with real life, and it was sort of like what are we doing? Do we sort of need to make some dramatic changes on TB in order to keep people's interests? Or are we happy doing what we're already doing? Hi there. Hi. I have a totem. You can't get me. You can try. Hi, bats. I want the bat heads. I'm not just being cruel for the sake of it. Oh my gosh, there's loads. This is a whole, like, mob cap over here. I think, yeah, hi. We probably have enough obsidian, but this is actually really relaxing. Sacrilegious. Oh wait, I have heard this before. Yeah, I know what that word means. Well, actually, I don't really know what it means, but I've heard it used before. But yeah, no, we were talking about like the future of TB basically, and sort of if we were happy with what it is now. And there's like internal changes being made that will hopefully help us all or encourage us all to be active long term on the season, because it quite quickly this season got down to fewer people being active, which is largely just due to real life issues. But there's like some other stuff that was sort of changing in the background that hopefully you'll notice in content that is just going to make TB a more fun place to make content. Not that it already wasn't fun, of course, but just like trying to create more opportunities for collabs and that sort of thing, and just the way we organize and handle that as a group kind of changing a little bit. But ultimately, like, the question was asked, like, would we be happier on Java, because a lot of people are struggling with Bedrock, and the overwhelming answer was no. We're on Bedrock. We're gonna make it work, which is good. Because I'm not really interested in Java. as stated, I can do it for short amount of time, but I struggle with anything long term on Java, and I really don't know why, because they are extremely similar games. Like I couldn't tell you. Like, it's probably mostly psychological, but it is still just odd to me. The constant struggle of a creator and server, finding time and opportunity for collapse. That is exactly it. I mean, yeah, you'll know, I'm sure, Sunflower. It isn't easy. He says as he's sitting here playing Minecraft at almost midnight. It isn't though. There's a lot that goes on behind the scenes in terms of organization that really does take a lot of time, and you know, nobody's getting like paid for that or anything, but you put in hours for the organization that could often be that of like a part-time job or something. You know? Ow, oh my gosh. Dude! They should make a server called Truly Java for Java and keep Truly Bedrock off Bedrock. Nah, we don't need a Truly Java server. We're fine on Bedrock. All this talk and you're the only one who chooses to have his community server on Java? I don't think I'm the only one. Surely there are others. The only reason though is I could not imagine having a community server on Bedrock because the admin for that is 10 times harder, because Bedrock Edition has no good moderation tools, and actually I think they're probably possible with some of the new add-on stuff. I say new, they're not that new, but in my head they're new. The stuff that I haven't learned yet, basically. But yeah, like, because UFO SMP is technically semi-public in that anybody can join, it's not locked behind a paywall. Like, hosting it on Bedrock would be such a pain. Like, it hasn't been that bad this season. I think we've had to ban like one person, and it was for things going on outside the server, I think. Anyway, it was like more community stuff. But like, particularly in the early days when the server first launched, we had to ban so many people for hacking and cheating and X-raying. Like, I don't know what it was. Minus Java, says Jill. Yes, see, I knew somebody's was. I think a lot of people have both. I just don't have both. Well, I do have both in the sense that you could connect on both. But it is a Java server at heart. What I would do one day is I would open a Bedrock server for Patreon and YouTube members, I think. I could see that being a thing that I do, but right now my Patreon and my YouTube membership are not big enough, which is completely fine. By the way, you know, times are hard for everyone. I'm grateful to get anything from this, from just ads. You know, anything that people like choose to give me is entirely extra. You know, maybe one day, like, my Patreon pops off or something, and it's like, yes, we will do a Bedrock Patreon server that is actually on Bedrock. But until that day, the community server will be on Java. And I'm not getting rid of UFO SMP either, like, if that were to happen. I need a new name for it, though. Not for UFO. I just don't know what I'd call a Bedrock Patreon server. But yeah, that's the only way I'd ever do a Bedrock community server, was locked behind a paywall. Unless, like, Bedrock gets a couple of updates that overhaul moderation and just make things way easier. Like, it was already a pain having to, like, do the moderation anyway on Java with all of the plugins that we have. Like, we have plugins where we can literally roll back everything to the second. But then we've still got to work out how far back everything needs to be rollbacked. and like logged and that sort of thing. So yeah. Just call it Admin Bane. It's a genius name. But yeah, I would love to do a Bedrock community server one day. So I guess if you want to see that, join my Patreon. You can't do exclamation mark Patreon because the bot's broken. But you could probably guess what my name is on there. feel like we went down... Wait a minute. Did GG use 25 bits? Did you cheer bits and I didn't see it? What? Thanks for the 25 bit, the 50 bits technically, GG. Yeah, I swore I didn't get a notification for those, but I just looked at my activity feed and it says 1 hour ago, GG cheered 25 bits. Or used 25 bits, it doesn't say cheered. Was it one of those redemption things instead, maybe? I don't know. But thanks. But yeah, there is a lot, like, for a creator server, and any server really, but particularly for a creator server, that goes on in the background to keep it running. Because we're not just, like, playing... At the end of the day, we're not just playing here to have fun. We're also playing here with, like, a very specific goal in mind of creating content, whether that be streams, videos, or both. And so, you know, we want that environment to be one that enables people to be able to do those things, right? I had so long to pick up that obsidian and totally messed it up. So yeah, we want that environment to obviously be one that encourages and enables people to be able to create the content that they're aiming to create. And because of that, there's just a lot of extra things to do in the background to make sure we're all on the same page and the server's being ran in a way that pleases people, I guess. You know, like, there isn't one person that owns or is in charge of TB. Everybody, no matter how long you've been here, or your sub count, or anything like that, everybody does have an equal say, which is really nice compared to other servers. You know, any major decisions are voted on. We have weekly, we actually had a meeting today. We have weekly meetings. And, you know, all of these things, like, are great and they sound great, but they also take time to set up. And also time from the individual members to actually, you know, invest it as well. Like, Eladrium typically organizes the meetings, but then we have Jade that will typically do the reminders in Discord. We have Joel that creates the calendar every month that tells us when all of our meetings are, so that they're, like, pre-scheduled. So it's also a team effort, and, you know, like, delegating tasks is that is actually something that I have learnt to do a little bit more, which Sunflower was always telling me to do. For context, for those that aren't in the know, Sunflower used to be a member of the Bedrock Farlands SMP before she stepped back from content creation. And she was sort of like kind of became an admin as well, I guess. So I'm an admin on Bedrock Farlands. I don't create content there. I am purely there in the background. Sunflower used to create content on there and would do a lot of background admin stuff as well. Hey, Julie. But she would normally do the... Speaking of Farlands. But she would normally do, like, the... Like, I always called it, like, the social admin. Like, I do the technical admin of, like, setting up the server and updating it and making sure the Discord's working properly. And then Sunflower would, like, organize the meetings and run the meetings and get people... it largely revolved around meetings, but also, like, making the stream weekend schedule, although I would do the graphic and that sort of thing. I'm his mum, right? And yeah, Sunflower was always telling me to delegate. Be like, I'm doing too much. I gotta delegate. And then one day, after she left, I slightly delegated more. A little bit. I do less on Farlands than I used to. Because I physically can't do as much as I used to. Or want to be entirely honest. That's the other thing, I just enjoy doing that stuff. Otherwise I would never have wanted to be there. As a Bedrock player, I've been a part of a Java server where Bedrock players could also join. They use Geyser, I think. It was a lot of fun. Also, hello. Hey Mel, how's it going? Welcome on in. Yeah, that's what my community server uses, is Geyser. and it works pretty well, honestly. I've been using it on that server for like 5 years at this point, and it's gotten really good. Like in the beginning, it wasn't great. Don't get me wrong, it wasn't terrible, but it also wasn't great. But like these days, it's pretty good. Like I have Java, so whenever I'm on my community server or any other server with it, I just play on Java. But I would be fine playing on Bedrock on that on a server with Geyser now. Like it's really good. So yeah, would recommend. Like for me, it doesn't really, like if I'm playing on a server with it, I'm just gonna play on Java. Because I have Java and I might as well like make the most of it. But I also don't think, like going back to what I said earlier about struggling with Java worlds and keeping them long term, I don't think playing on a Bedrock client would help, because I think it is partly due to like the mechanics and that sort of thing. But also, like, I admit it is probably largely like just a psychological thing. How do I join a server without being disconnected? I don't know. If you're asking about how to join a server on console, I have a tutorial up on that. I would suggest following all the steps shown in that video. And if you do it right, it will work. And if you do it wrong, it won't work. That is how tutorials work. I will say, whilst we're on the topic of Farlands as well, Farlands is, like, I was thinking about this morning, but it isn't a new thought that I've had, is it? It has been in my head, like, probably since Sunflower was on there. Farlands is probably, like, in terms of, like, the content creation related stuff that I've done, probably one of my, like, proudest projects to have been a part of. You know, Farlands was an entirely new SMP made up of 6 people from a previous SMP that fell apart. I think it was 6. Yeah, it was 6. And then for our launch, we invited something like 4 more. And has grown from there to like 20 members. I think everybody on the server is affiliated, which wasn't a thing before. Like, genuinely, I know I have not had as big of a part as like the people that are literally creating the content, you know. I haven't done that side of it, but I have had a relatively big part in the background, I would say, not to sound big-headed. And not in a trying to claim ownership way, because it is everybody's thing. Like, Farlands wouldn't be what it is without the entire group, and that goes for TB as well. But yeah, I think like it's probably one of my proudest content creator related projects that I've been a part of. Just like really like working hard to build that from nothing to what it is now is pretty cool. It's pretty cool. And I know you're thinking, Alien, why don't you play on there? But I don't have time for 2 servers, and I don't want to abandon TB. So that's where we're at. You were instrumental in getting Farlands up and running. You are speaking the truth. Thanks, Sunflower. So were you. So was everybody. Like, I have respect for everybody on Farlands, like, in general. But I have, like, extra respect for everybody that was there in the beginning. Because it wasn't easy, to put it simply. There was a lot going on behind the scenes that was out of our control, without going into detail, that made the circumstances slightly more challenging than they needed to be. It wasn't just your regular setting up a server or an SMP. There was, unfortunately, extra issues to navigate, shall we say. But we pulled through, and everybody, you know, sort of put in the time to process everything properly, and like, we didn't rush anything, you know. We we put in the work to like get this. Like the only thing that I think was rushed is the original logo, which I hated. That I will say, because we were really struggling for a name and we were really struggling for a logo, and we agreed a season start date and we still didn't have a name and we still didn't have a logo. So it was like, we like really need to solve this. We're starting very soon. So I think somebody put together that logo and it was like, yep, it is a logo. It will do. Did you just say that before? You did, didn't you? Nice. I'm glad I'm not the only one. Yeah, I was never a fan of the OG logo. But we needed something. The name grew on me. I wasn't a massive fan of the name in the beginning, but it's got better. Has anyone counted the number of times Alien falls into the lava? I hope not. I hope not. That would be very embarrassing. Oh, my water source might get broken then. It didn't, but I was worried it was going to. Yeah, no, I just remember like that summer when we were getting Farlands set up, it was like I was staying up until 2 a.m. most nights. Like typically in a VC with the rest of the group. And that's the thing, it was like almost the entire group was there. Like, you know, obviously people had IRL obligations and stuff, but like typically like the entire group was interacting in these meetings trying to get Farlands set up on a relatively regular basis. Well, daily at one point, I think. The number of times fall into lava is only rivaled by the alien bounce. I don't know, I think the alien bounce might have you there because I have alien bounced for many years. This is what we're forgetting. Also, I am aware that like a lot of this obsidian is going into lava. At this point, I have more than I need and I'm just digging it for fun because it's actually really relaxing to just dig obsidian and talk. So that's what I'm doing. All right. But yeah, Farlands was fun, setting that up. Stressful, but fun. Like, I still remember, I don't think it got used, so nobody else probably knows. When, like, we did the day one launch, when we launched season 1 with that group recording, and I think we said no streaming for day 1 launch. I'm sure we limited it to only videos for, like, a certain amount of hours. Oh, hello. Which I don't really... These days, I don't think that's necessary. But in the beginning, it was... Well, particularly because it was like the first season. It was extremely necessary because, you know, stuff was probably going to go wrong. I don't know if it did, but... But yeah, anyway, what I was saying is, with that first, like, launch, day 1, I was just in the voice chat in spectator flying around and I was recording my perspective, basically just getting screenshots and like trying to get spectator shots, and I don't think anybody used them in the end, which is fair enough, but I also don't think I sent loads. I didn't get loads of good ones, but I was just in the VC like on mute making sure everything went okay, and then eventually like once stuff started to die down I unmuted and spoke like off camera. But yeah. I love digging. I've done 3 trail ruins in the last week, initially for the trims, but then just for fun. Yeah, digging is like, I mean, it's part of Minecraft. And I like obsidian with efficiency 5 isn't even that slow, really. Like, I don't know. I have not got haste or anything. This is just the efficiency 5 enchantment, and it works pretty good. Like, I can't complain. Relaxing. I've definitely done this off camera before, but it's way more fun talking to you guys. I think what made Farlands, like for me, and setting that up in that process, like also like sort of extra special, is that was also the first summer that I was on Truly Bedrock. like I hadn't even been a member for 6 months of that at that point of TB when I was already helping like the old server that I was a part of set up a new server, right? So like that was also quite a just good time for me. Like that was actually the highlight of my channel. Like analytically, I have never had a better couple of months on YouTube and Twitch than the summer of 2024 when I first joined TB, which makes a lot of sense. Everybody was hyped that TB had come back, that it was a new season. Obviously, I was a new member, and everyone was hyped about the new members. You know, everyone was on the server creating content. It was good times and good vibes. So yeah, it was like stream on Truly Bedrock. Well, what it was actually, in the mornings I would do university stuff because that summer I also had to enroll for university. So I was doing uni stuff then. In the afternoons, I was making TB videos and streams. And then in the evenings, I was having either Farland or TB meetings. Or I was just setting up Farland's related stuff, like the Discord or whatnot. But it was good times. Gotta run and do IRL stuff this evening. I hope you have a great rest of your stream and that you have a great rest of your weekend. Thank you so much, Cam. I hope your real life stuff goes well and that you have a great rest of your weekend as well. I will be announcing the UFO SMP dates soon. I just need to confirm them. Which will be probably tomorrow. I prefer the end island pillars for obsidian. So do I, but Artemis has an end base, which I'm kind of tempted to show off because I don't think I've shown it off on my stream before. And I don't want to, like if I break the pillars, it messes up the base. But also, there's something quite relaxing about this. I don't know what it is. Although we have like way more than we need, so I'll finish this stack and then call it quits. I think, yeah. Oh, that's what you were saying earlier. I've been in and out. No worries. It's understandable. Yeah, I'll show you Artemis's base because it is looking amazing. If I can remember how to even get out. I know it was like near... It was near this netherrack. Oh, actually, I'm kind of intrigued. Where does this tunnel go? I think we should have a look at who's been digging here. Not that it matters. I did say I didn't mind if people mine in my base. Like, well, mine into my base. Like, don't start mining there. I think Liara had loads of branch mines. These might be Liara mines. I guess it depends if it goes all the way back to them. See, where do they start? Where's the exit/entrance? Up here, maybe? I bet nobody's been here since like day one. Or like the first week or something. Like I bet this isn't regularly harvested. It's like artifacts. Actually, in the past, on previous worlds, I've looked back at my like episode 1s, and I've looked at like caves that I haven't visited since like the first day, and I've just teleported to those coordinates like in a creative copy and just looked at this cave that I was in at day 1 and looked at that torch and been like, I placed this torch on day 1 before I'd done anything on the server. This is a very random thing to do. Okay, I don't know if this leads anywhere. Oh, that might lead somewhere. Although, no, I can see the end. I think there was a turning here? No? Well, I'm just lost as well. This isn't great, is it? Is there a turning here? No. You know, surely this has got to have an entrance. Is it this one? Or is this the one that I originally came into? Oh, Well, they missed diamonds. So they can't have been too observant. Yeah. Would you look at that? Okay, this is long, but I feel like it's... Yeah, it's this one. Okay, let's just get out of here. Let's skedaddle. I cannot for the life of me remember. But if I just go to those second set of coordinates, 627, then I should see it, shouldn't I? Four horse 7. Aha. Exactly what I was looking for. I do have some bubble columns here, but I just never use them. I just always fall down that hole that used to be where my beacon is, but isn't anymore. Right, let's dump all this stuff, and then let's go and show anybody that's interested Artemis's end base, because it looks amazing. I don't think it's spoilers, because I think she's shown it on stream, but I want to show you guys why I couldn't mine in the end. Not that I'm complaining, of course. Right, actually, do I have that disc? Don't think I do, unless it's like in this chest. Yeah, it doesn't look like I do. Whoops. But all of you, in fact, I was going to say I can keep that name tag because that might be helpful, but oh well. Ah well. Right, it being gone midnight, I must head to bed before I turn into a pumpkin, says Joel. Fair enough. Don't turn into a pumpkin. Good night, Joel. Hope you have a good rest. Thanks for hanging out. Hi, aliens, says I'm hungry. Hey, I'm hungry. Welcome on in. I'm not hungry, actually. I'm great. Just the way that I am. Okay. When I'm flying over here from my island, I always forget which way I need to go to get to the end, and it is in this direction. Oh no, this ice is going now. I didn't think it was supposed to stay, but I wasn't expecting it to just vanish. I've flown past it so many times recently, and it hasn't vanished. Also, it's really warm in here now. Alright, and this is Plod's Industrial District. Jumping in the tourist bus for the tour in the end. That's awkward. Is that what I meant to do? Alright. I don't want to show it off too much because this is Artemis's base after all. But this is it. This is why I can't build it here. Or not build it here. This is why I can't break the end pillars. And this is what I think she means when she's doing the Obsidian podcast. I think she was removing these bits. I'd assume. But yes. This is Artemis's end base. I think she just finished it off in today's stream. It looks amazing. There's glass, water, and then skulk underneath there. I don't know if she's doing anything with this pool and the deep slate, but these look awesome. I know these need finishing because the water isn't in all of them as well. So I guess there's still more bits that need to be done. But yeah, these gateways, I mean, I love this design. Yeah, it's such a cool base. This is the sort of build that I never do. And I probably should. And yeah, she's got like other stuff, the behind the scenes under here. But yeah, this is such a cool base. Definitely make sure if you haven't already to check out Artemis. Everybody's links are either on the Truly Bedrock Discord or trulybedrock.com. My bot is broken on Twitch, so I can't do the TB command. I guess actually if I type the command, I can just copy and paste it from YouTube. Which feels not right, but whatever. But yeah. Alright. Yeah, we might have to end it here because I can't record anymore because it's late. But also my voice is starting to hurt and I'm starting to get tired. Oh, ads are about to start. Okay, hold that thought. I had some other stuff I wanted to say. Jeez. Yeah, I can't do any more recording because it's late and I'll wait people. But now I'm just waiting for these to start.
Subscribe to TheAlienDoctor.
Mel, thank you so much for the follow as well. Welcome on in officially. Alright, I'll be back after the ad break. There we go, that was weird. The stream didn't fully... Hang on a minute, actually. There we go, that's better. I have like a button on my stream deck that sets all the stream volume to like the volumes that I want for when I'm streaming. And then I like can toggle that between when I'm streaming volumes and when I am muting on stream for like a be right back screen. And it just makes the music a little bit louder. So that's what I just used then, but it didn't fully change all the volumes, so I just triggered it again. But it did now, so that's good. But yeah, I meant to ask, what are people's thoughts on the new stream music? I have changed the stream music, finally. We've had that old playlist for literally years. And I don't know why. I was not a fan. So yeah, I've changed it. What are people thinking? It's more sort of chill. I think the old one, it got a little bit too exciting. And it didn't quite fit the vibe. Like, I know normally I'm a little bit more hype because normally I'm not streaming at midnight. But also, I think it was the old one was too much, I think. This one's much more low-key. Don't think I heard the music before, but this is chill. That's good. This is the aim. I guess you're like new fresh blood to test out the music. Because you don't have the nostalgia of the old one, which no realistically probably nobody does except for me. But that's okay. I'll hear the old stream music after a couple of months and be like, oh, I remember those days. This is an incredibly satisfying sorting system to watch, by the way, with the minecarts. I really love it. I love it, I do. This is AlienBot's sword. Oh yeah, actually tridents, we can sort out the tridents. So I need 6 impaling 5 tridents. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we have a few here. We could do with getting mending on all of these, actually. Then what are these? Unbreaking and loyalty. Okay, we can't use these two. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But we can on those. We just need to get mending, which is fine. Let's do that. There we go. Another off-camera thing that we can do whilst I can't record because it's too late. And I don't want to wake people. To Jill and mine and JC and Zach's trading hall. Zoo. In fact, Silent and Zloy's is nearer. Let's use that one. Which I have permission to use, to be clear. This is not stealing. It's not stealing if it's consensual. I would go in the back entrance, but or the side entrance. I can never find my way around there for some reason. Also, what is this frame rate lag? Okay, it's a little bit better now, but it is still not great. Jeez. I'm not new to TB, but I haven't been on Twitch for a while. There's a lot of newer members that I don't know. Happy to be here. Well, I'm glad that you're here too. I feel like I've seen your name in other people's chats before. Yes, TB has had a lot of new additions the past few sort of years, I guess. Like starting with like season 5, before I was here, there was that sort of period where TB was on a break. And then I came in season 6. I think I need to be one higher. Yeah, I came in season 6 with like 6 other people. And that was like the beginning of the new wave of TB. Like TB's revival, if you like. Nope, here it is. Yeah, that was sort of the beginning of like TB's revival from the break after season 5. And like the beginning of almost a new wave of members is how I like to think about it. Because it really is. Like if you look at TB now versus season 4 or season 5, like a lot of the members are different. You know, there's new members, there's members that are focusing on other things. So like the server has changed a lot recently. But that's okay. I mean, I'm a little biased because if it didn't change, that means I wouldn't be here. You know. Alright, let's grab these bookshelves. There we go. And then we need... Was it this one? No. It was this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mending books. And then does anyone here have impaling 5? I think technically it works with impaling 4. Although no, nobody does. Okay, let's check Geol's trading hall then. Hi. Which once again I also have permission to use on the basis that I helped build it. Change is part of the evolution. Exactly, exactly. I know, I'm honestly really excited for next season. Like there's a couple of other changes that we're making. That like I won't go into yet, but you'll see very soon. That I think are also going to be super cool. Like just next season is not going to be completely different. At the end of the day, we're still playing Bedrock Edition, you know, vanilla survival. But there's like a couple of ideas that people have had for just different like little bits that are like, this is nice. We should have done this way sooner. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. Okay, is there impaling? There's 4. I'm pretty sure impaling 4 and impaling 5 in this scenario will work the same. But I also have a lot of emeralds and a lot of books. So we could just buy out loads of these. And then combine them. I just bought blast protection by accident though. That is, I will never need this much blast protection. That is never going to be helpful. In the slightest. We're just going to put these... Let's close that door. Cat doesn't escape. We're just gonna craft another chest. I put these over here. It's fine. Nobody will ever know. My great mistake. Yep, there we go. These are my that's where I put my sticks. I was trying to remember where I put all my sticks. It's not even all my sticks. I've got loads of sticks. I'm sticked out. Right, blast protection, impaling 4. So we need 18. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, we'll just start off with this for now. I should get an anvil set up in there. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we need one more. Wait, why did I say 18? I was extremely wrong. I don't know what I did in my head to get to 18. But it was definitely not correct. There we go. Okay, cool. So that's all. But there's no point adding unbreaking realistically because tridents in trident killers only take damage when you throw them. And we literally have mending for this like exact reason. There we go. That should be 6 of each. Nice. So let's put away our emeralds. And our books. And let's do a bit of enchanting. And make some tridents. And then actually we'll stop off and repair these tridents as well. Seeing as we're here, we will use Old Faithful Geol's Silverfish Farm. Where is my ender chest? There it is. My utility box is not in here. Do we have any spare anvils over here? I'm running on like an empty... There we go. Empty ender chest. I normally have 2 ender chests on me as well, but apparently I've left that somewhere. It's all going downhill. Okay, cool. That all has all of that on. So now, all that's left to do Tom, welcome back. All that's left to do is do a quick trident repair, and then we should be sorted. And then, yes, 6 tridents should be enough for this gold farm. And if it's not, then I guess it's not going to be a very good gold farm. Which one is it? It's this one. Not to be confused with these tridents, which do have unbreaking on. Jill's showing off with her tridents. Jeez. Yeah, I just realized I gotta get these out. Is there a way where you can stand on this? In fact, no, you don't need all 3 items, do you? Ignore me. Don't listen to me. But please do, because that's kind of a key fundamental part of this whole streaming thing. Okay. I need to turn that on. There we go. And then this is going to repair my elytra. Let's turn this down. This is going to repair my elytra nice and quickly. And then we should have enough XP to do all of these tridents as well. I'd be surprised if we don't. This farm runs for quite some time. Like, we should be able to repair everything. Okay, tridents, and then it's just my pickaxe and my axe. Yep, there we go. Now we'll just hold looting, which I don't even think makes a difference. And we'll just wait for this. Okay, whilst we do that though, I am getting insanely tired. It's been a while since I've done a late night stream. So we're gonna take a look if there's anybody to raid, and there is. Cool. Alright, we'll wait for this to finish, but I know who I'm raiding. Which is always nice. Okay, we're getting back all of the XP that I just used for those enchantments. Now the people that are only watching the video will never notice that I've randomly lost some XP. I thought you made this, guess not. I did not. This was built by fellow TB member Jiol Girl. Live on her Twitch. She was in the Twitch chat earlier. If you haven't seen, like, I'm live on YouTube and Twitch right now. That's an EXP farm. I haven't tried to make one yet. Yeah, I've not made one either. I don't really know how I feel about them because they're so OP and realistically pretty easy to make. The hard part is getting the zombie, which you can't see right now. There's a zombie back there. Or drowned in this case. That's like the hard part, which to be fair isn't a simple task. But realistically, getting a zombie in return for all of this XP, like, I feel like it is still pretty OP, you know. So I don't know. I don't know how I feel about them, like, in terms of building them myself, but apparently my morals don't apply if somebody else has built them and they let me use them. I guess. Based on the fact that I use this farm basically all the time to get XP at the moment on here. However, that's kind of what we're trying to change with this gold farm. But yeah. They are insane though. In a good way, but maybe also an overpowered way. And when I say maybe, I do mean definitely. Which I think is, I don't know, I just find them boring. Like, I think if I ever build one, it will be for a temporary solution and not a permanent one. Like, I don't think I'll build one to last me the entire season. I think, like, I'll temporarily build one and then build, like, a gold farm like I'm doing here. Just because they are boring. I don't know, they're so small and efficient, and I think just building, like, a bigger farm is way more fun. Like, even if it isn't as good. But I don't know. That's just me. I'm weird. Anyway. I'm going to end here because I'm getting tired. It's been a while since I've done an evening stream. So huge thank you for watching it. I mean, it's been a while since I've done a stream in general. We are going to raid Jilliana. That's the wrong button. We are going to raid Jilliana. She is a fellow Bedrock Edition streamer. She's actually live on Bedrock Legends, which is a server I was on until I died. Now, I will also say my bot is broken, so it's not sent any of the messages in Twitch. But if you haven't already, make sure to join the Discord community. We have a active community server that is resetting soon for the 4th season. And we just also have an active community to join anyway. You also get notified every time I stream and upload a video, so it is the place to be if you've enjoyed this stream. Snowbeans, thanks so much for the stream. Thank you so much. Mel, thanks for the stream as well. Thank you guys for hanging out. It is greatly appreciated. But yeah, join the Discord if you haven't already. I will be live. I don't know when I'll next be live, to be honest. Maybe the next time will be this weekend for stream weekend. I'll try and stream in the week. We'll see. Sunflower, thank you so much for hanging out. It's always good to see you. But yeah, enjoy Jilliana. Make sure she doesn't die in Legends like me, because I died. And I'll see you in the next one. Video coming soon. Gold Farm video. Bye.